Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.
Check, check. Yep, there you go. Check, check, check.
Another week. Fucking school starting back. Set this phone up. What's good, Doc?
Man, shit, we ain't even opened it up yet.
No, we getting it together, but what's good with you?
Yeah, I mean, everything's everything, man. You know, everything is everything. Just happy to be here, man, you know.
Yeah.
Missed a week.
We did, but put out a fire-ass playlist.
I was listening.
Yeah.
That shit nice. I was
Little vibe. It's a vibe. Fucking vibe.
It's a vibe.
Before we get started, let's go through all the shit. Give y'all to open this set. I got motivation. Let's get to it. Let's see.
I want to rock right now. Give me a stem and a place to sit down. I'm not internationally known, but I've been known to smoke a ball alone. Now I know it sounds stupid. I know you think I'm crazy, but give me a blast and watch me get lazy. I know this shit may sound funny, but when you smoke cane, you never have no money. I want to rock right now. Give me a stem and a place to sit.
Let's go! Happy Saturday! Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast. Featuring Nell. I'm your humble, free, and ingratiated host, J.com. To the right of me, we got to welcome the newest member of the Tesla family. Welcome to the newest member of the Tesla family.
Welcome to the family. Hi.
Yes, sir.
Been a long time coming.
King Billy, baby. Yes, sir. One more.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? How was your week, man?
The week was cool, man. It started off a little slow. I was supposed to get it. And of course, I was trying to get it and surprise you and just pull up on you.
No, hold on. Let me go back. So we don't really talk about a lot about our lives on this podcast, but Nell has been looking for a car, right? But let me go back before that. After the time where Nell got me technically out of jail, I didn't go to jail, but they didn't take me because of him. Preceding that, being pulled over, I got pulled over like 8 more times in that car, which prompted me to sell that car and purchase another Tesla. During the same time, Nell was car shopping. And when I say he car shopped like a woman shop for clothes, my guy took his time.
If I'm going to pay a payment, that shit got to be, man. Shit got to be right.
So I took delivery of another Tesla. Cool. So I hit now every like you check the app and he'll send me some and like, oh, this what they got. And it was one he passed on as cocaine white with white interior. Good God, that thing looked like that Rick Ross Benz and that white on white.
Yeah.
But he was taking his time and I was getting a little worried. You
look yet?
You look like
Look at the site?
Yeah, after we parked, I'm like, you check, like they got to have inventory. They ship everywhere.
Yes, I
see. He said, look, I ain't see nothing. I'm like, all right, well, I ain't, whatever, it's your money.
Yeah.
And it was last week. I text you. I asked about the fucking Tesla again. And what made you tell me that time?
I don't know, because I was upset.
Oh, you're supposed to take delivery, and they changed the date.
And they changed the date, and I was supposed to pull up.
Oh, yeah, it was supposed to be on Thursday. Yep.
So I kept wanting to there's cameras all around here, so I ain't no just running down on nobody. So I just wanted to back up, and you see that motherfucker Tessie pulled into the driveway. But yeah, I mean, so I just came out and told you.
Yep. So Nell goes to take delivery of his Tesla. He tells me like, yo, they open the doors, they got lights on, and he's like, the cameras are green. I'm like green, like what now? He like, it's a green tint to that shit. He was like, I said, I'll just have him take it to the service department. Mr. King Bentley. He said, I want that
I
shit.
don't want that shit. That man said, he was like, yeah, we're going to draw up your paperwork and then we'll just put a service ticket in. For what? I ain't taking this. He's like, you're not going to take the car? Bro, you know how much money I just gave? I ain't going to tell y'all the money I gave these folks. But I gave these folks some money.
Yeah.
I don't like big bills. So I gave these people some money, and I'm not about to take anything that has a defect, the default, something is wrong. I'm not bringing shit back. When I leave out this lot, I shouldn't be back no time soon, if ever.
So it's Friday after. That happened Thursday?
Happened on Thursday.
It happened on Thursday. It's Friday afternoon. Nell called me, and I'm driving, and we have a conversation about these lights again. And I'm like, just look on the site, find something else. So some say, Jay, open up Reddit and search green lights on his particular model. So the first thing pop up. It says if you have the 4-way flashers on and you bring the cameras up, there will be a green tint. Mm-hmm. So now I said, hit him up, let him know, have him test it. He did. Man said, they say we good. So I was like, I got to go in the office. If you need a ride, he's like, I'll take a lift. I said, all right, I'll let you know. There's no way I was not going to be there when my guy took delivery of that shit. Went into the office, knocked out everything I needed to do. I hit him up. I said, you good? He said, yeah. I said, I'm on the way. Burnt the highway up. We get there. And then we get there. They got him out there, placard on there. Ready.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
100%, battery on 100%.
It was a very, very smooth purchase, and other car lots need to emulate that. Like, if you can do that, buying a car is fun. Buying a car is fun if you can do that.
It really is seamless. Like, everything is done on the app before you even purchase, before you get the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
So once you get the vehicle, I mean, all you're doing is saying yes. You hit continue. You hit continue again, and then they give you them keys.
Again, man, welcome to the family.
Thank you.
I know you say you're gonna this weekend get a chance to play with all the toys and options and name it.
Yeah, I'm gonna name it. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna name it, but I'm gonna name it something.
I think you should call it KB2, King Bentley 2.
Yeah, something. My mom was like, you gotta name it something strong. She's like, that ain't no girl, that's a boy. That's you gotta name it.
Yeah. But my week was dope, man. Again, when my friends win, I feel like I win, and so my man took delivery of his shit, so that made my fucking week. Let's get to it, man.
No, hold up, right.
Okay.
So look, right. You know, I'll be talking about work shit. I shouldn't be talking about work shit.
Yeah.
Talk about work.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about this. Go ahead.
So, attempt. He was asking me where I was working. He was like, he asked me, could he do something? I was like, sure, yeah, you can. He wanted to. He was unloading the truck. He was like, can I put it down here? Now he came to me.
Forklift.
Yeah, he came to me. I was like, yeah, sure. So, one of the other workers was like, why is he putting that down there? So I ain't paying no mind because I run the show, so it don't matter why he's doing it. I told him to. So he just started acting weird and saying stuff. And I'm like, yo, you asked me could you do it. I said you can do it. What are you crying about? Why are you crying to him about it? Just unload the truck. The stuff actually supposed to go next door, but since he already started unloading the man, I'm not going to tell him, but no, load it back up and take it over there. Like, bro, we have 2 buildings. There's one right behind here. You go down one ramp into another. Seamless. So he kept going back and forth. And it irritated me. And I was already on one. So I lit into him a little bit. And he got upset. And he continued. And I lit into his ass again for real this time. So I go in the office. He come walking behind me. Okay. So I have learned that I have to sit down if this is going to happen. Because if I stand up, my emotions is going to get the best of me. So if I sit down, I'm a calm because I know the king is sitting in the seat, sitting on the throne, right? So he was like, you all right? And I smiled. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay? He's like, no, I'm just checking on you because, I was trying to do, go through the chain of command. I said, there is no chain of command. It starts and ends with me. So there's no one else. All you had to do was just say, Darnell said, I can do this. And it would have ended right there. But you just kept going on and on and on. Like, it was just crazy, like, right? So he comes back into my office and says the same thing. I'm just seeing if you all right. All right, now you got too many times to ask me, am I all right? Because I'm trying to feel what this am I all right meaning. Because now this is the second time he asked me, am I all right? So to me, is asking me, like he's saying, like, what's up? Like, you all right?
The professional way to say what's up. In the workplace.
In the workplace.
In the workplace, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, yo, I'm all right. So now I call everybody by their name. I'm like, now it's yo, like, yeah, yo, I'm all right, what's up? Oh, no, I'm just checking again. I smiled back on my computer, right? This motherfucker come back for a third time.
In how many minutes?
4.
Damn. Okay.
So he needed to get some shit off his chest. I'm like, bro, what's up? He's like, no, I'm just, like, I came back in, Darnell, because I swear it just feel like, something was wrong. And I'm like, you know what's wrong? Can you fucking hear? I know this is unprofessional. You might got to beat this shit out. I don't know. Fuck it. But I'm like, can you fucking hear? Because you asked me, could you do something? And I said yes. You didn't listen to what the fuck I said. So now we're here. He's like, you know what, Darnell? I think I'm going to just go home. I need to go home and rest and just chill out for a while.
You heard him. I'm taking the rest of the day off.
That's what he said.
What time was it?
1:30.
Oh, it's still early.
He just got there at 10.
Oh, yeah.
So then he said, and I'll think about if I'm going to come back tomorrow. Oh, no. No. There is tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is a tomorrow. There is no tomorrow here for you. He was like, what? And if you know me, Darnell don't repeat himself. So I didn't say anything. It just was complete silence. Damn, so I can't come back? Have a good day, sir. And then he went out and he cussed and fussed and da-da-da. So I just went.
In the parking lot?
Yeah. And then, I ain't going to tell you about this. I'll show it to you. But I got a text message, though, like 1 a.m. from him. Yeah. But he's no longer there, though. He's no longer. So, but it just was weird. So and it was crazy because the guy just like, yo, what happened to such and such? I'm like, I don't know. What happened to him? He's like, man, you ain't did the motherfucking guillotine in a minute. I say, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah,
since
you've been
I
on
had
a dry spell.
I've been on a dry spell, so it's about time I get my kill streak back up. It's time for a care package. Might be a sentry gun coming next because I'm definitely they definitely getting the fuck up out of there. But yeah, this shit, the whole incident just was weird. But he worked there before we let him go as a temp. But we tried to bring him back because I look at a lot of things in a way I shouldn't. Because I look at things as like people being an adult and trying to be responsible. So I try to give people. I don't get my rocks off by firing anybody or letting anybody go. I really don't. But I try to give too many people too many chances. And I think that's where I fail sometimes as a manager. I should have just cut it off.
I'm sure ain't no shortage of drivers or workers, though. Like, you could, if you need a body, get a body.
I get about, as far as temps, I get a body the next day. Literally, he was replaced the next day. So ain't skipped a beat.
But you're trying to give a nigga a chance, though.
Try to give him. That's why I walked away from him.
Yeah, I get it.
But my man, he kept wanting to make sure I was all right. So
Well, my boy thought he was coming back, but my nigga Dale said
bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. That motherfucking guillotine cane boy. Yeah, get his ass the fuck up out of here.
All right, back to school, dog. Back to school. I know all over people have already started school, but our kids here start school Monday.
Monday the 26th.
So if you're listening, get ready for more traffic because it will be buses, more buses, kids going to school, people having to drop their kids off during those early hours. And this is the real sign that summer is coming to an end. You got everything done for the back to school stuff?
Yeah, them babies is good. They ready. Darnell is entering her 7th grade year. Her school actually did a vote, which I ain't mad at. escorted to vote because she wore regular clothes. She was in a county school, and they was like, well, they wanted everyone to be on the same, same accord, and they don't want anyone to feel slighted because they don't get new clothes and stuff like that. So anyway, in a nutshell, they switched the uniforms, and I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at that move either. My young boy wear uniforms. Boogie don't wear uniforms, and my daughter don't wear uniforms. But
she's going to high school. This is her 9th grade year. She just got accepted to city, late, but she's accepted to city, so she'll be a city knight, and she wears regular clothes. So
yeah. All right. Well, back to school. Listen, take care of them kids, and summer's over, and them kids ain't gonna be home eating you out of house and home.
That shit went so fast. Though.
It did went by crazy quick. We did have again, I talked about the end of summer, but we had 3 70-degree days this little stretch before it. I don't ever think we're gonna see 90s no more, but here on out, it's like if it's gonna be
waking
hot,
up is what 50, 60 something degrees. Like
it's like cool outside. Like you can have your windows up in your house at night if you really wanted to, and not have the AC on. So
yeah, I mean tomorrow probably wake up to 57 degrees.
Yeah, that's love. That's hoodie nights.
A high 82.
Hoodie nights. All right, let's get started.
Let's go.
Let me see. Marines and sailors to get more training on political do's and don'ts. I'm gonna read a little excerpts from this, but when you raise your right hand and you say the oath and your pledge to defend America against enemies, foreign and domestic, there are rules that come with that. Like you can't, although you're allowed to pick a political party or whatever side you want to be on, you can't in uniform participate. And then during pre-production, I was telling Nell, like, if the DNC was in your city where you stationed and you got off late, you couldn't leave work and go to the DNC in uniform. Now, you could technically in regular clothes, but it's other things that you can't do. And I'm gonna read some of those. So, the Air Force and Army, blah, 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 blah. All right, it was one. Okay, the Pentagon adopted this policy in 2008, and they wanted to spread awareness to encourage members to vote and serve as election to vote, but it got a little carried away. So some of the off-limit actions include fundraising for political candidates, participating in letter writing campaigns, soliciting for votes for a political party or candidate, attending political events as an official military representative, and displaying large political signs, banners, or posters on their private vehicles. So even if you was like, so technically back in the day where you had those Obama Hope bumper stickers, they was wrong. Dead ass wrong. You wanted to put Trump 2020, it was dead ass wrong, or whatever it was. It was dead ass wrong. So, yeah, man, it's one of them things where
is that a good thing? Is good or bad? Like, what is it? Is it a bad look?
I think it's complicated because again, you are a Department of Defense employee, you are a service member, yet you get to choose a political party, and I understand that you shouldn't participate in uniform. Outside of that, I don't, I just think that you should be able to do what you want to do outside of work, not in uniform. If somebody want to go to Trump rally, go to Trump rally. The one thing though, I know a lot of people like is saying what you can't put on your car. What you put on your car, like you said when somebody stole your Steelers magnets. If you have, I don't know, Republican Party magnets, cool. When you ain't on base. On base, don't bring that shit to work type shit. I'm cool with that, but it's a lot of little nuances in this that I don't know that anybody would know. It's like taking a police officer, putting them through 8 weeks of training and saying, all right, go out there and now you sticking charges on people. It's like, that's a lot to fucking retain and know how to maneuver. Cause I like it. Some cops, the cop that we went through, like he thought that he had to arrest me for that. for the incident.
Right.
Or certain cops don't even know, like for a DUI, you could write a ticket. You don't have to arrest nobody. Like you have to, so all those little things that they don't know. So I don't know, man.
Oh, that's like, you don't have to tow the car, bro. Like, oh, we need, like, it's evidence for what? Like, you don't need to tow the car.
No crime was committed.
No crime committed. Like, no crime was committed with the vehicle. So, yeah. So, like, when you were active duty, was the president that you voted for in office?
Obama, yeah. Obama was in. They didn't educate us about that type of shit then, but back then, you didn't really I ain't gonna lie, you didn't really see it until then. I came in the army under Bush because he invaded, not George the son.
Junior. Yeah.
So he ended up finishing his dad job at the invasion.
Right.
Then after that was,
Because he had to go get Saddam Hussein for a dad.
yeah. And then after that was Obama.
Yeah.
So I didn't really see that until Obama. But even still, I didn't see I seen like t-shirts and hoodies.
Or how was some of your guys with you that didn't fuck with Obama? They wanted to vote Bush, so they like, man, we going to war. We
It
know
wasn't
this 'cause
Bush.
it's fucking.
It was
No, it wasn't Bush. It was,
whoever it was ran against him, but
I can't remember.
yeah, I don't either. It was
No, Bush did his 8. So
it was tense because it's the first time a black man ran for president, and we was hyped. You had Diddy doing Rock the Vote. You had Vote or Die shirts and hoodies. My president is black. Like you had all this. So it was a little tension amongst the ranks because nobody thought that we would have. They didn't think he was gonna win.
how was that one guy? I remember you said you had a racist guy on the joint. How was?
So I experienced a lot of racist shit, like rhetoric. It's not funny, but the one thing, I guess if you say you're gonna respect it, but I don't, that's a lack of for a better term, but the part that I respect about that racist shit is inside that wire, we was gonna fucking argue about black, white, fucking Mexican, fucking the fucking Obama ain't shit, a black person shouldn't be, like, we would argue this shit. Joe, my man Joker, he could vouch. But when we left that wire, dog, it was like, I got you, you got me. Which is fucking crazy. It's crazy.
And it has to be.
It's crazy. Like, he's literally like, I'm like, he don't like niggas at all. Like, he actually called one of my dudes a nigga. We had an intel dude named G. He called him a nigga in the kitchen. So I had to check him. Like, if that shit happen again, dog, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like, I'm not playing with you.
What if he just shot him?
I ain't gonna shoot him. But I'm gonna whoop his. I would.
You might not have shot him.
I was told Will I will whoop your ass if G fucking tell me that. So we go out.
If I couldn't whip this crazy white boy and I just shoot the shit out of him because he called me a nigga, I mean,
ain't nobody gonna shoot him. I just we gonna fight. We gonna fight. But again, when we left the wire, I never had to.
You never questioned.
I never questioned if he wouldn't have my back.
Right.
Which is fucking crazy. It's crazy. But when we get back, and this dude named Trevor too, we would argue, or we used to have this like racist shit. Like, well, it was like, he was like, black people ruin America. I said, oh, what? I said, you want to make a list? So I was like, oh, bet. I said, for every one, I said, I could name 3. And I hit him with, I said, Hitler, dude that started the KKK, and the Helter Skelter dude. And I was like, let's go. And we filling the board out. We So, nah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
But no, I mean, if you're in your uniform, I totally understand.
It gets sticky though.
I mean, I guess it's what you signed up for.
Yeah.
So this is what comes with it. You can't just show who you roll with. So if you roll with Big T, I can't have you walking around here showing it.
Facts.
I mean, it's what you signed up for. So it is what it is.
All right. So since we're talking about political shit, let me go to it. Michelle Obama addressed the DNC 2 nights ago, I think, and she threw some shots at Big T. I'm gonna play them for you.
Who's gonna tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs? Who's gonna tell him America, hope is making a comeback? Yeah. America.
She did it, man. She, you know, she know better. Like,
I mean, she did what she's supposed to do. I mean, the fuck? What's the difference between Big T talking shit? I mean,
nah, she talked. She did a good job. B Boogie went up there. That's what I call Barack Obama. B Boogie got up there and just took us to church. Oprah,
whoever writes his shit is the best,
goat,
though.
a goat. Yeah,
Whoever-
yeah. And
His shit is always on point.
And I'm sure you could Google who his speechwriter is.
Whoever writes his shit is
Well paid.
Is well top tier
paid.
shit.
Yes, sir.
Like, wow. And he sticks to the strip.
Yeah, never wavers.
Never.
When he do that right like that, yeah, that's the keep the teleprompter going.
Yep.
Oprah is an independent, but she spoke for the first time at a political convention. Dog, Big T better be scared. Although I do crack jokes about Kamala being quiet, they are behind her.
Oh, no, it's not going to be a layup.
Hell no, it's
This
not
is
no
a
layup.
No.
This is not a layup, my boy. Like, this is when USA thought Serbia was gonna lay down. Say, oh no, we came to ball.
Yeah. It's the finals, huh?
Yes, sir.
It's a gold medal game. What we doing?
Yeah.
So, hey, I mean, this is what they supposed to do, man. I mean, talk shit about one another. I've really been trying to think like back, like, was it back and forth going when like fucking Clinton and and Bush was going at one another or some shit? Cause like, why do they just have to talk so much shit about one another? Like, that's just
That's some new shit.
Is it now?
That's
like,
some new shit. That's
yeah,
new shit.
like-
It was real professional back in the day. It was never. We ain't seen this shit since Big T. Like
Yeah,
it
like-
was no. I don't
like,
ever remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, I mean,
No. Like nobody was even watching debates like that unless she was really into politics. But now you like, I'm tuning in because who don't know what the fuck he gonna say.
yeah, because when fucking old man Joe was up there, bitch, I'm a 4 handicap and you're a 8. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Oh shit.
I carry my own bags. All right, Joe.
Yeah, sit down, my boy. All right. So I hope some of y'all watch The Wire because I'm gonna make a lot of Wire references to what this next topic is about. Trayvon White is a councilman in DC. I think it's for District 8. He was arrested last Sunday. I think it was I texted to you. And he was like, damn, I wonder what he did. That was Sunday, yeah.
It was Sunday. I was leaving sneakers on.
Yeah. And I was like, he was like, damn, I wonder what he did. So I was like, I don't know. So there was like charges will come out Monday. So if you watch The Wire, put a pin in that. So if you watch The Wire, there's a famous man named Clay Davis. He works as a city councilman, but Stringer Bell is trying to make the drug money clean. So he want to build buildings and businesses. And how do you do that? You get permits. You need liquor license permits. Mm-hmm. But to speed the process up and jump the line, you make cash donations in envelopes.
To the war chest.
To the war chest. And the councilman speed you through, get you past through anybody else. So they have, whoever was doing this, Councilman White had took $156,000 in kickbacks to it was for contracts in the community, in his district, and other things. And I think that all of his charges and the things that they describe mirror Clay Davis, my man who's known for his same famous saying, shit. Like, come on, Strang. Strang. So the dude that was giving the money, like, it's like, if I would notice this. Like if I'm sitting in the passenger seat and somebody's phone is like this, or it's kind of because the pictures look like they were just doing this and taking pictures. So I give you the money in my phone. Put your phone up. Your phone is angled toward me. Like I would have picked that up. And he has his photos of him in his Helly Hansen taking a fucking envelope. A bunch. It's like I think it was a setup, but you took the bait. The community is saddened. When I watch the news, they kind of 50-50 like.
I had a homeboy with DC police. He retired now, but he was like, yo, I hate when he had posted that shit. Like, as soon as you said something to me about it, a couple hours later, he was like, yo, I hate that motherfucker.
He do?
Yeah, he did not like him.
So they were supposed to have a meeting whether to take him, remove him. But then it was that thing where it's like, is that guilty till proven innocent? Like, do you want to allow him to do process and still be able to serve as a councilman? But his charges, are of taking bribes and shit as a councilman. So I don't.
Marion Barry smoked crack.
Well,
and had prostitutes.
Well, man, good nights. So I don't know, man. He was a young dude, and he had a lot of people behind him. Sometimes when you're young or you're not ready for the spotlight or ready for the responsibility or the power that come with that, you make some grave mistakes.
When it comes down, and that's why these council people be in office for so long, and they make their money, and they make these moves for these people. How you be wondering how fucking 695? They've been still working on 695 for fucking 20 years.
Yes,
it's a reason why. There's a reason why they slow walk it and everything else. You ain't seen no type of fucking progress. You can go to a fucking development that has nothing but dirt, and they done put fucking the whole development up in 3 weeks. 695 been working on for
years,
20 years.
And I don't look like I seen nothing. Ain't another lane.
Ain't nothing different.
Well, they repaved some shit. Put some new retaining walls up.
Put more of that dumbass little white Jeep out there behind the porta potty. Keep fucking.
The porta potty is the dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
Like, bro, if you don't slow your ass down to 55, fuck with that porta potty. You's a fucking fool. You see a porta potty on your right hand side, slow the fuck down.
I'm surprised they just ain't got the regular cameras on the fucking pole.
They used to.
That would, you wouldn't even notice that if you was new to the city, as opposed to the Jeep with the big camera on it. But
and there's only two. It's two of them. So they rotated from on 695, and then they put it on 95 right by 695 because both my ways going.
Yeah.
You see it, but that's really the way of the land. It's always been tongue in cheek, handshakes and envelopes. That's what the world runs with. That's what the United States runs off of. That,
yes, sir.
I mean, so that's how. And on a real, that's really how shit gets done.
Facts. That's dead ass.
So, look, I need this job. Here go $100,000. I need this for my guys. I need this for me. We gonna get this shit done. So, I ain't mad at it. Just when you just mad at it when you get caught.
The dude that just put all this money into the club, and the only thing stopping him opening is that liquor license.
Yeah,
$500,000. Run it to me. Let me get it. Yeah. I got you.
Unless if this was Ghost would have whacked his ass.
Oh,
Ghost.
Yeah,
you wasn't fucking with Truth, boy.
Yeah, no, you wasn't fucking with.
We gonna get this bitch open.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, what you mean?
Yeah, goddamn. Councilman Tate almost caught one.
Mm-hmm. Same shit though, Councilman Tate. Like this shit really goes
perfect.
Down,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
It really. A councilman that I know his name. I don't want to speak on it, but I know that it has went down with certain shit. He's getting paid. He's getting that envelope, and he's good. I know 100% fact.
He ain't got caught up.
No.
See, that's what the one thing.
It was like something happened, and it was put out there that something possibly happened.
They couldn't prove it.
They couldn't prove it though. But I know
he's still taking
the envelope. I don't know if he's still taking it. He was for a very fucking long time. He was getting the envelope.
He was living like he taking it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big caddies. We gonna all be driving. He old school player. And he like 6'4", 6'5", with a motherfucking bush. He driving big caddies.
Okay.
Dips and Vogues on that motherfucker. Give me the big one, not the little one. That big V8 North Star on that motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, let's move on to the other one. Americans rank Washington, D.C. as the least desired city to live in the country. Washington, D.C. has been ranked the most undesirable city in the U.S. for the second consecutive year, according to a 2024 survey. Despite the reputation for high costs and challenges, D.C. ranks high for working parents, thanks to its strong work and health resources. While many Americans are content with where they live, and 73% reporting satisfaction, and significant numbers still express frustration with their cities, highlighting the ongoing debate about what makes a place truly livable. What makes a place truly livable?
All right. Where is downtown DC? What's downtown? What is considered downtown DC?
Everything. I would say everything. Like once you cross that line, it's no suburb of DC. It's truly the city.
But you know how Baltimore is: East Side, West Side, South Side. But it is downtown. That's Pratt Street. That's Light Street. That's Federal Hill. All of that. That is downtown. That's considered downtown.
Oh well.
And I say that because even though East Side, West Side have better parts of the city, and then they have fucked up parts in the hood when you go down the hill or down that's east side, or if you over west and the Park Heights area and all that, it's high crime. South Baltimore, Pigtown, all that is high crime. But then you go downtown and you have the luxury apartments, the apartments down there downtown by the harbor, Light Street and shit like that, where a lot of athletes, Ravens players and stuff live at down there. Which is, I would think, would be a desirable living, even though, you had the little youngsters that be running around wilding out down there at times. But that is a really desirable place between food, entertainment, and living. Because a lot of people the highways is right there. So you jumping on 95, 695, 895, you can get wherever you need to go to right there in the heart of downtown. So I'm not familiar with the living downtown. So is a downtown, does DC have like a downtown like Baltimore, like Light Street, that's high end? Because everything is expensive as shit. Is it like a high end area to make it desirable? Like, yeah, it's something to talk about that I live in a high rise downtown.
There are high rises, right? It's more spread out because DC is a dish. That's why it's like, So case in point, I'm 2 blocks from DC, right? But if you keep going straight and you run into old RFK Stadium, right on the backside of that shit is Capitol Hill. There are $1 million row homes. $1 million, like right there. Or if you go to, you're gonna have those high rises at the wharf, like that follow the water. Those $1 million condos and shit. And then you get to Georgetown, $3 million. Oh, shit look like the Cosby Show over there. Mm-hmm. So. But again, because it's so far away from
Georgetown, is that because it's far away from DC?
Because it's still in that triangle. DC ain't number 10 by 10. That's all it is, 10 miles by 10 miles. That's still technically DC. But if you I would say if you really wanted to say downtown would be the White House, the Monument, Black History Museum, all of that. But it's not really a true downtown because that shit, although it's 10 by 10, it's spread out.
But like me, I look at it like, I don't think DC is desirable. Like, I wouldn't want to live in DC. Like, when I get off on 50 and that shit turn into New York Avenue, it's nothing about right there that make me say I want to fucking live in DC. And shout out to my DC people. I love y'all to death. So it's no disrespect. It's just where I want to live. Because there's certain parts in Baltimore City that like I'm just not fucking living there. Mm-hmm. That, case in point, I live in a county now. So, but it's just none of those row homes. It's just like, nah, just don't. Pulling up down there, New York Avenue, it gives me down the hill vibes. Down the hill, East Baltimore.
I could see that.
Vibes.
I could see that.
It's traffic, it's motion, it's Monument Street, it's stores.
Crackheads
walking around. It's squeegee boys. It's homelessness. It's the youngins is outside thugging. It's dirt bikes. It's bikes. That's the vibe that I just get from it. And that's not where I would want to live at 42 years old. That's not desirable.
Yeah.
Because that's the word. So it's not desirable for me. But just like you got Greenmount Avenue. Literally, you go a couple blocks down on 33rd to where Union Memorial is and hang a right. You talking about $1 million, $2 million, $3 million brownstones.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. 3 blocks over, motherfuckers is getting their brains blew out their fucking head.
That close.
That fucking close. But it's like, it's that close, but that far away from it because it's like nothing comes that far.
Yeah.
Because Johns Hopkins University is right up the street.
Yeah.
And it's right fucking there.
Yeah.
But you go you can literally look at it like, motherfuckers be getting their ass tore up right there. But it doesn't travel that 3 blocks over. They don't play that shit.
So it's like, all right, so Orland Street, anything south of Orland Street, that's all the good shit. You go on the other side, that's where the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically. But, to each his own. It all depends on I guess the part of DC, what they're talking about. For me, living, I would never, much as I talk shit about DC, I would love to hang in DC. Hanging in DC is better than hanging in Baltimore because things stay open longer. Baltimore's getting better with the nightlife and restaurants.
Yeah.
So they definitely stepping the game up because I think that DC was smoking them when it came to restaurants, clubs, and brunch because everybody was running down that motherfucker.
DC
for all
invented
the
the brunch vibe, yeah.
So now Baltimore has gotten better with the brunch vibes, and more people are opening up restaurants. And I think Maryland or probably, I guess, Baltimore or somebody, councilman, is taking some fucking more money that people are able to get liquor license and be able to serve liquor because that's always been the main hold up for things. Like, bro, I need to have this fucking liquor license. I can't have no fucking BYOB brunches and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, nah, hell no. I need to have mimosas and shit on deck.
For me, I think I could live in Baltimore, but I give me a high rise with a doorman. But I could do the same in Baltimore too. I lived downtown for a little bit, but you give me that. I don't want street parking because I don't want nobody to fuck up my car.
Nope.
So I'm coming from being able to park in a garage in my house to technically I had a doorman or a valet with a dedicated parking spot. As long as I have that, I could do it. But I just don't like the overpricing of that shit down there.
And that's another thing. And I think that's what make it undesirable also because they're pricing themselves
like
out
Manhattan
so much.
prices.
Oh, man, it was something. Fuck, I meant to send it to you as one of those things I look at, but you know what? It wasn't that.
Somebody selling a condo or something?
Here posted it. It was basically like our kids. Basically, he was talking about like his great grandkids or something like that. More than likely, is not going to be able to own a house because
at the current rate, I can see that.
At the current rate, something that used to cost $200,000, and I mean, I see it from my own from Mama Nell's crib. When Mama Nell's crib was built, she got it built
for like $250, $300.
It was like $275, 4-bedroom house, finished basement. She has the corner lot, so she has the biggest yard.
So $250 meaning that you paid a little bit more than everybody else back then too.
Yeah, because her house was built like the model, because the model's across the street from her, and she got the house, and she wanted that, like she wanted that corner lot because she wanted the biggest yard. So her house now is like $275. Well, it was $275. So like now, they're selling the people that was started off. They're selling them shits like almost $500,000, if not more. I guess depending on how much you have for the upkeep. And Mama Nell got that house. So we like 03, 04, she got the house built. Damn, and at that time it was a totally new development.
That's more than halfway built, so she got way less than that's fucking. She gonna kill on that shit.
Yeah.
I can watch it, Mama now.
Yeah.
She gonna make a
Well, man,
killing.
Charleston White say, yeah.
Mama now. For now birthday, you gonna cover all us, please?
Hey, her birthday coming up. That's my Virgo right there. Her birthday September 9th. It's my
Let's
baby.
go, baby.
But so I understood that. Like, you're almost correct because you're never gonna make the money almost to like catch up to what it is. If you're talking about what Mama Nell bought 20 years ago at $275 is now at $5 and some change. What are our kids going to be up against?
Which is one of those things that I seen lately. Kamala and Trump talk. They ain't really been diving into it, but they've been tapping it. Trump had this little thing on social media like, oh, butter is up 300%. Bread is up 800%. Like what, like inflation. I bought that crib last year, right? A little bit more than taste shit, but when you look at a small amount, so somebody with a 3% interest rate and somebody with an 8% interest rate, when you talk about like the price, first off, the price of the homes shot up, but you talking about going from paying somewhere around 30 something to $7,000 some odd dollars. That's a big fucking jump when you talking about a small few percentage points. Baby, 5%? Yeah, 5%. 4 or 5%, that's a lot. When somebody, you talking about, just all because interest went up. If I'd have bought the house pre-COVID, my mortgage would have been like $3,400. But because I bought it post-COVID with the inflation, that shit is like $7,000.
And of course, I'm just joking here. I'm just joking. But they want the man to pay all the bills.
No, you not joking. You not joking.
But they want the man to pay.
Bullshit. A bullshit.
They want the man to pay all the bills.
All the bills.
And make it money, get more money. Well, how? Because they're not paying that. You want me to work 3 jobs? You want me to have my regular job or part time and do Uber Eats?
You about to make? I got another topic. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. In 2024, when you're dealing with a woman, inflation is up.
Yes.
You with your girl 8-9 years, whatever the case may be, but she wants a ring. She wants a house. She wants the new car, and she wants the fire honeymoon, and in the wedding. So in the wedding, I ain't even. We gonna lump the dress.
Let's take the wedding out.
Let's
take the wedding out because a lot of people
don't do the wedding.
Don't do the wedding anymore. Is either destination or we gonna have a fire ass reception.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's go back. So to buy a house now, and you ain't nobody's. Everybody ain't a veteran. So let's talk about a regular person. You had to have the down payment, and you had to have your closing costs. And on top of that, you need cash to do whatever other little things your realtor or your lender say you need to do for your credit. So pay this car.
And all that first time homeowners class, and they tell you like you need to have 5,000, 10,000. No, you need to have like 20,
even
30,
more, depending on the house.
Depending on the house, because I ain't got to tell you, but like when Donald was buying his current home, they kept asking, and him and his wife worked really hard, and they kept asking them to come to the table with, we need about 5 more. We need about 8 more. The
number keep changing.
Yeah, the number keep changing. You see, he'll tell you.
The number changes all the way up until closing day. They be like, all right, you need a check for this amount of money. But let's go back to you saying the man wants to pay everything, right? So you want him to ask you to marry you, and you want a fire ring. So let's say that fire ring costs $15,000. Now let's say this man let's say he make a good modest 90. He had 90. So you want him to pay $15,000 for a ring. Now he making payments on. He still got to save for the honeymoon. He still got to save for the house. He's gonna help you with your new car. So you got to put a down payment on that. Like you spread a man thin when you saying pay for everything, because everybody don't fucking run a football and got a guaranteed $80 million contract. Like. It's working folks out here. So when, these things where it's like, I demand to pay to everything and I need this, and this, you got to start counting the money, counting the nickels, because it's like what you gonna get with what he got? Because a lot of times they know what they man make. So how do you expect him to make? You know, he ain't Tupac Mama make a miracle every Thanksgiving.
And we ain't even talk about his expenses. That shit just was.
I left out his scat pack.
His expenses. If he has kids out of the relationship,
Taking care of his
kid
mama
or
yeah.
kids.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Hey, call Donald real quick. This motherfucker.
You
He said
texted
he's been
him?
drinking. He been off. Yeah, hey, call Donald real quick.
Oh, give me
This
a
is
phone.
the number.
I just
ain't
call
know
him
if you-
for
I
info. And I call him
didn't know
for
if you
info.
want to connect. All right, cool. He'll tell you about that house.
Yo.
shit. Hey,
Yo, this is Jay. Jay now.
What's up, Woozy, fam?
Listen, we on the pod, so don't say nothing crazy. Nell about to ask you
No,
some
I ain't gonna
questions.
say nothing crazy. I've been drinking though, but I ain't gonna say nothing crazy.
So yo, we were talking about like housing and how the housing market has changed, and like how Mama Nell, when she first bought her crib like 20 years ago, and at 275 at a brand new house that was built from the ground, 4 bedrooms and everything, to now her crib is a little over $500,000. So I was telling them how, and you have this day and age that it seems like the woman want to, still think they're in the 1960s that the man should pay for everything. So we was talking about the houses and how the home buying situation is different. You can't just come to the table with 5-10 grand. And I had mentioned you. I ain't tell you the number or your business. I just said how they kept coming to you and your wife to keep coming back to the table with more money. Speak on that.
Yeah, the numbers now is insane. I can tell you how it started, like, cause I got my joint built from the ground up. So the initial payment, the lady was like, it was 20 grand to get it started.
20,000.
So I'm like, all right, I had the 20.
20,000.
Oh, you had a new
20,000.
build, so it's a lot of fees
Yeah,
in a new build.
Yeah, so that was the fees. You know how they come, like they gotta break ground, they gotta get permits and do all the other things.
So 20,000 off the top.
That was the initial. That was just the break ground and all that.
Okay.
No, she emailed me like a week later, like, yeah, your second payment due in 30 days. It was another 15 bands. So in 30 days, I had to give her another 15.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
I was like,
a bullshit.
All right.
So 35,000 before,
So 35 is
In 60 days.
anything.
and you still seen
In
dirt on the
60
ground. And it was
days.
dirt
That wasn't
still on the
even in
ground.
60. That was 30 days. I had to give her $35,000.
Wow.
It was crazy. But it was a lot then, but now the numbers that I've been hearing people say they've been had, it's insane.
Come on, Don.
It's
What you
insane.
got? Give me an example.
It's insane. Like I got a coworker, like him and his wife right by in my same neighborhood.
How
It's-
much?
So mortgage, he said his mortgage is gonna be $5,200. I can buy my house twice.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's crazy.
A bullshit.
That's wild, yo.
He gonna be 2 doors down from me.
Good God Almighty.
God damn.
And your mortgage down there double mine.
$5,200. That's crazy.
That's
Like
crazy.
I got 3% rate. I think it was shit like 7 or 6 something.
That's
like
what I'm
it's-
telling you.
Yo, it's crazy.
That's wild, yo.
Damn.
Yo, it's wild. Like right now, I probably would rent some shit, yo. Like it wouldn't even benefit me to buy some shit. Like, yo, for real. Like right now, I got it pre-pandemic, so I got it when the rates was low. Like, ain't no way I'm 6%. Like I don't even pay that much for no car.
Bingo.
Right.
So you saying if you had to do it all over again right now, you wouldn't buy.
I wouldn't do it right now. It wouldn't benefit me. Like I wouldn't be able to afford it.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. All
I would
right,
stay
Jim.
in my old house. You know what I'm saying? Like it's right now it's crazy
right
right
here,
now.
house he got built. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, yo, I'm gonna call you when I leave up out of here. You off tonight?
Yeah, I'm off.
You gotta be. Yo. You
Yeah, I'm drinking. Yeah, I ain't working.
All right, I'll hit you when I leave.
All right, fella.
All right, fam. Oh shit! Shout out to Don, man.
Yo, $5,200.
That mean these shit around about 20, about 22, 23. He said damn near half. Like that's crazy. I told you.
$5,200, bro. Donald crib only 2 years old.
That's fucking crazy. Oh, but he had to build it though.
He had to build it, but his crib only 2 years old.
Show you how much the market changed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's get to. So I was.
That's another conversation for itself, though. I know we talked about it before.
With Mama now about the house.
But the housing shit, and I see it online so much, and I know people talk about how, having assets and shit like that. Bro, it ain't in the cards anymore right now. You got the fucking rent. Like, yeah, you making somebody else rich and all that shit. Like,
a man that make 90 grand and you got kids, you got your girl, you probably helping her kids, and the home buying process. Let's just say you go to them first time home buying shit. They probably only give you 10, 20.
They ain't giving you shit. It ain't enough of that.
Okay. Yeah, it ain't. So I don't know.
Bro, that man just said they wanted 35,000
in 30 days. 30 days.
Who the fuck?
Exactly. That's it. You ain't got to even finish the sentence. You ain't got to finish the sentence. Because even if you're saving for a long time, I don't think you're putting 35 away for that. You thinking like, all right, 20 is it. So maybe you got about 22. Yeah, no.
And the whole kitty is gone. All of it's gone though. Like, so the whole thing that you had, and you thinking you got movers, and you forgot that part. Like,
yeah.
35,000 just for this house. You got to move that shit.
Furnish that bitch.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, but Tuche said when he got his first $1 million check, he bought a crib, and all the money went to the house, and he said he bought his daddy came on the hill. He said, you don't have an echo in him? When you got nothing furniture. He's like, I ain't got nothing left.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right. So I'm surfing the internet yesterday, and 4 Fulton County security officers were jailed. Were arrested for allegedly smuggling cell phones and chicken pot pies into the jail, and also sleeping with the inmates. I'm looking at their photos. You maybe got one. Now, granted, it's a mugshot. One is maybe a good 5 on the scale of 1 to 10, but here it is. 4 security officers at the Fulton County Jail were arrested on several charges, including contraband, for following a contraband investigation, according to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office reported one security officer, Brescia Tate, allegedly smuggled cell phones into the jail by hiding them in a cutout inside of a book. Records reveal she confessed to providing cell phones and other contraband to an inmate and having sex with an inmate on 3 separate occasions. Amon said that another terminated security officer, Regina Harris, faces 3 warrants for providing contraband cell phone to an inmate. LaQuina Ballard, another ex-employee, is accused of sending explicit photos and videos to an inmate and conspiring to smuggle cigarettes and a cell phone into the jail cell. The 4th officer, Aniza Silas, faces charges of conspiring to smuggle a cell phone charger and giving unauthorized food, specifically a chicken pot pie, to an inmate. Where the fuck do you get a chicken pot pie at? And it's frozen. Okay.
I mean, they get to bring shit in there, though, so it all depends. So back in the day, I used to know, somebody used to tell me about how they get shit in, and they used to bring shit in their own food. So she was like, this girl.
They lunch.
Yeah. So this girl, she would make like a big-ass thing of spaghetti, like huge. And then she would put cell phones, drugs, or whatever else they needed in it. They're never going to check the food. So they'll just look at it. They're not going to check it. And she was a big girl, so they just be like, all right, like she just, yeah, so she's just gonna leave that in the refrigerator and just eat off of that for the next 2-3 days. And she used to be bringing in the food.
Then how they caught her?
Somebody told. Somebody told.
So, folks, surprise! It is gonna have that neighbor. We had a special guest. A young lady was supposed to pull up, and if she was here, and I'm gonna ask her this question when she pull up in a few weeks. What in a woman's brain tells her to do shit like this, knowing that you could lose everything you got, go to jail, and lose your kids to the foster system?
Well, that was like the chicks, the 2 CO chicks that was pregnant by the dude who
in Baltimore.
Yeah,
the
dude that was high ranking in BGF. He had 2 COs pregnant at the same time. Yeah, they in there bitch fighting. They ready to lose. They lost their job fighting over.
Got arrested. Yeah,
this man, and both of them are pregnant. And how they really found out because they both had like his name tatted on them.
My boys. City boys up.
He was around that motherfucker slanging.
City boys up.
And I
boy.
can see me when I was down bad during weekends.
Sure
When I was down bad during weekends, I actually could see how it could happen because a CO could just go get them. Now, I mean, I wasn't doing anything, but I could just see how
take them out the cell?
how it moved. Yeah. Because I didn't do it, but I did it. So when I was down on weekends, I knew somebody. So I was like, I don't want to be in here. Like, come get me. And they took me up in the gym. So I just got to be in the gym. Because I didn't want to fucking be in a cell.
So you spent the whole day in the gym?
In the gym. I was in the gym just chilling. There wasn't no basketball and like none of that shit. I just didn't want to be in a cell.
Yeah.
So because the jail was it was overcrowded.
So just a bunch of people sitting around.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of motherfuckers in this cell. Is the fucking toilet was leaking. These motherfuckers, the most creative people in the world. Then they're smoking weed, blowing the smoke in the goddamn
As
toilet.
you flush it.
As they flush it because the suction is so strong that they blowing the shit. And the CO say, I hear that motherfucking toilet flush one more time here. I said, yep. And I saw, I was like, yo, you get me? I was just like, yeah, I got you. And boom, Hudgins, hell yeah.
What time you had to go home?
That shit was 9 to 5. Now, I had great weekends. So boom, which I didn't know. So your first weekend, you have to stay the entire weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had to leave. I told my job, like, look, I gotta leave work early, so I gotta go turn myself in at the courthouse. So I go to the courthouse, take you down to jail, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So then the next week came, you just turn yourself in on Saturday. You go down to bookings. Turn myself in
Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. Go in there. So we're in there chilling. 5 o'clock come around. I know nothing about nothing. I'm prepared to be in this bitch
weekend.
all weekend. And they calling names, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't know what's going on. Nigga, they said my motherfucking name. Huh? And and I was there, and the homeboy, I mean, 2 separate cases, he was there. And he looked at me, I'm like, shh. I'm out. God, see you tomorrow.
5 o'clock?
5 o'clock. And I rolled out 5 o'clock. So now, I come back Sunday, same thing, 9 to 5. I said, oh, nigga, this shit is fit to be a breeze. I should have started that slogan. How many weekends I said I got? Shit. I just do a job, 9 to 5.
You can still go to the club after. Everything.
At that time, I was in a relationship. So I would just leave her my car, like, yo, pop my car up on Greenmount, and I would just get it, because I used to hold my car. Like, just leave the key, just lock the code on. I had the marquee, so I had the code, pop. But I hop in my shit and going on about my business. That shit was love. And like, I can't see how people love to do jail. People are career criminals. They would be like, yo, y'all want to go fold sheets? Anybody want to go fold sheets? Yep, me. Yo, I'm getting the fuck out of this cell, yo. Yo, there's 20 other motherfuckers in here. I'm listening to these war stories and these drug tales. Nigga, we did 50,000 a day. Nigga, we got 50 bricks on the block. Okay, cool. But I became cool with some of the coolest Bloods. That's not new Bloods ran to jail. I know people like Bloods and Muslims run to jail at that time. Bloods definitely ran to jail because it was a dude in there. He was cool as shit. Yo, asked the working man, this dude, sweeping the floors and all that shit. Yo was like, yo, you know such and such? He was like, yeah. He was like, well, tell such and such, such and such. He said like 5 names. He was like, tell him his 3 stars downstairs. Tell him send a package. Okay. Nigga, he had whatever he wanted in that motherfucker besides a goddamn gun.
Damn.
And we became cool. Like, no, you want to hit? No, I'm good player, because if they come, I don't know nothing.
Hey, listen, I got about 3 hours before I leave. So I'm gonna leave that to y'all. I gotta go home tonight.
Nigga, that shit was crazy. But I don't know why they gave me them 9 to 5 weekends. I was appreciative.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough right there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fuck that.
All right. So as I was searching for topics, it was a young lady who had a compelling story about finding a job in America right now. And she had a video for it. So here we go.
Economy needs to hang this
the hell up. Y'all know how I told y'all I have a 4-year degree, right? A bachelor's degree. And I went to college for 4 years. I'm just trying to see what actually that did for me, because I just had a job offer that offered me $25,000 a year. Yeah. Which is what? $12.65? Or is that $24,000? Either way it goes, it's 12 to 13. No need to add the math because it's literally $0.
I ain't finna let this whole two-minute video play. She was about to say, I'm laughing to keep from crying. I know what some of y'all gonna be thinking. Where does she live? If you could tell me anywhere in America where you can live comfortably for $25,000, DM me. ASAP. ASAP. If you could live comfortably for $25,000 and it ain't a North Dakota or South Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin, you know what I'm saying? Not Green Bay in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm saying, but it ain't one of them because, like, North Dakota, it's only 1 Foot Locker in the whole state. I couldn't live there.
Right.
No. But if it ain't one of them, tell me. Tell me. Because I don't even think you can afford a trailer payment making $25,000. That is, I told them, that's like some fast food worker money. A 4-year degree. You got kids, student loan payments, $25,000.
I told you before, like, I knew the valedictorian of Towson University. The man had a job at Enterprise.
He was a manager?
Huh? When I walk in that motherfucker, asked for a goddamn rental car, hello, welcome to Enterprise. This man was the valedictorian. He was the man.
Damn. That's
He spoke
wild.
at the graduation, and this man is not in an executive position.
That is crazy. That's crazy. This also goes back to what we just talked about, Don. The landscape has changed. Inflation, like, it is a 4-year degree don't really means nothing. And it goes back to, and if any kids are watching this, or people with kids, trades are very essential right now.
Very.
Because they have these fucking, I seen a Taco Bell that they'll have 0 workers. That the fucking food come down. Remember when you go to the bank and the fucking thing come down? Your food come down and shoot. They're opening up the 2-story fucking Chick-fil-A in Atlanta this weekend.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Like, so HVAC, CDLs, fucking electricians and plumbers, yo, those are critical jobs. And although they don't have those in school, Nell, ever since he been on this podcast, has been a fucking advocate for Job Corps.
Yep.
Where they teach you these skills and they pay you.
Yep.
So if you got kids out here who are unsure about what they want to do,
Or niece and nephew.
or your niece and nephew, as long as they are 23 and a half,
24.
24 or younger, they can go and get a skill and get certified and get paid. And you're going to meet some good people and have good fun, depending on where you go.
Yep. Oh, 25,000 years. Insane.
Insane.
I'm kind of sort of like dealing with that. Like, it's not to speak on it, but so much, but I'm kind of dealing with that now, kind of sort of being handicapped. And with like, how do I get into it? Like, how I'm being handicapped, like kind of like with like how to pay the workers. So
You're being handicapped with how to pay them?
How much?
Oh, to keep up with competitive rates?
Yeah. And I'm going back and forth with my superiors. Like, yo, we gotta pay. Like, oh, we gotta pay this amount of money. Like, and I looked at like, because my superiors aren't from Maryland anymore.
They in North Carolina.
Deeper south than that now.
Oh shit.
So, like, what you probably looking or thinking is good there, it's not.
In here, yeah.
We live up here.
Yeah.
Everything is higher. The pay scale is higher. So I'm telling them, like, well, look, this driver is asking for XYZ. He's giving me proof that he makes XYZ. is it something that we could do to get them close, near, and ain't man, huh. But I'm like, at times you actually really do pay for what you get, you know? So getting a driver at $21 an hour, like, you possibly could either, it could go good or it could go bad. You could be paying for a novice driver, and you actually could kind of sort of groom him into the driver that you need and want him or her to be.
Or you bring in a pro.
Yeah.
And you got to match that pay to take him from wherever he coming from.
Yep. Or you can just be hiring some junk who just don't give a shit, and he just want to work and get high or drunk or something like that. Because we've had that walk through the door like, yo, I'm looking like, yo, you high? Like, what? Like,
a driver?
Hey. You know what I'm going to say, Jay? Yo, so one day he high out his motherfucking mind, right?
This is before he leave out for his route.
Dope high. This is dope. And I'm fucking with him. And he like, man, why you always fucking with me? Yo. Jason laughing. He die laughing right now. And it's like when you say his name, I say his full name and shit when I say it. And because he got one of them names, you say the full name. You don't just say like his friend, you say the full name. And yo, this man was high out his motherfucking mind. I don't know what he sniffed, but he was on Mars. He was with the Tesla family on motherfucking Mars. And that's what you get.
Yeah.
When you do pay those low ass rates, you get jumped also. So,
got you.
Yep.
Let's see. We are at hour 15. Chop some of these off. I don't do the woman skipping colors.
We can run them last four, I guess.
The last four?
Run them last four out of here.
Last five.
Last five?
All right.
Yeah, yes, last five.
Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram. Some of y'all youngins ain't gonna know, but we have an older demographic, so it don't matter. But Instagram is now letting you add a song to your profile like we did on MySpace. Run him up.
Learning coding without know we was learning coding. Fucking with them computers.
Everybody gonna have your newest the chick had the newest Meg Thee Stallion song and all of this. Like back in the day when we was able to put countdown timer for your birthday.
All types of shit. Birthday,
like
trip.
LRG background.
LRG shit like coming
down. Every crazy type of shit.
Make it rain, music.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's when Rick Ross and all them first hit.
It was crazy. So to go to somebody's Instagram page and you can see that, I'm trying to find, I think I had another one they explained it. That's crazy, dog. It's insane. And they say to do it, you just go to select edit profile from your profile tab, then tap add music to your profile. Search for your favorite song, select song you like, and use it for your profile, and you could select a 30-second clip.
And no, I am not putting your fucking song on my fucking page.
I'm not putting no music on no shit like what?
So don't ask me.
Yeah.
Don't fucking ask me. You don't repost this motherfucking podcast? Don't fucking ask me no silly ass shit about posting this fucking song.
Yeah. DMV phones.
But that would be cool though. They did that shit. I'd have actually
It's out. It's out. It's already out.
I would have actually thought that someone would have created another app, not to rival them, but something like to have and do that. Like, hey, we can get creative again and put music and shit on your page.
That would be hard if you can go back to or you reboot MySpace. Like fuck your old accounts. Start over. Mm-hmm. Design your shit how you want with your background. Mm-hmm. And now you can move your friends to the top left, the bottom, boom, boom, boom. And you can put your photos.
So that was the thing.
That was hard. That'd have been hard.
We were talking about that shit. Like, so they couldn't. You can't go back to that. You can't go back to your top friends. They went from top friends on MySpace to T-Mobile had top friends and all that shit. That shit could get people shot. So I'll be one of them people that be like, oh, my top friends, it's my family only. I ain't turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. My kids follow me. This is my churn. Top three.
This is off topic, but iOS 18 about to get a lot of people fucked up in a few weeks. Because on the new iOS 18, some of us read the the notification, not the actual text. In the new app, if you have notification, if you had read receipts on, it'll show the person that they read your notification and then also show you when they read the actual text.
And that's me. I'll see the notification like, oh, okay.
And read up, and it's like, I got it. I said,
I don't need to answer that right now.
But if that phone see you seen it and you got I got read receipts on, so it'll tell them that they saw that notification. You just ain't opened the text. That's fucking crazy. AI at its finest.
I get enough people that just read text.
Ashanti she gave birth to her first child from Nelly. She said 4 weeks postpartum. She was looking good, man.
That's a fine black woman.
Yes, sir. Thick,
glowing.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Nelly.
Yes, sir.
And Cornell.
He named Cornell back there. Yeah. Jermaine and Janet, Cornell and Ashanti. God damn, man.
Black love. Man.
Black love.
That man double back. It ain't like no J-Lo and Affleck.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
J-Lo, that bitch, like, she on her quest to get the fucking infinity rings, nigga. She gonna get a ring from everybody.
Yes, sir. But she got more rings than Brady, boy.
Mm-hmm. Got more rings than Braun. Shit.
I don't know. Real quick, DMV phones come out the 23rd. That's Saturday. Here in the DMV only phones. So my neighbor called me about it. They already had the raffles, but select Nike retailers. I'm assuming Georgetown, Ubi closed.
A
year, and it's major will have them. So a few other spots.
Hey, cool. I was talking to Drum about him. Shout out DJ Drum 5. First time it was crazy. I was like, huh?
You say on cop?
Nah. I was like, yo, why the fuck they ain't get no input from Wale? It's like as soon as I said that shit, all the ass
came up.
He started laughing. I'm like, I seen him in person doing SneakerCon last weekend. I mean, they're cool.
Yeah, nothing. What they were selling for? My neighbor said they had like base sizes for $350.
I ain't even asked, but nobody had like a abundance of them shits though. But it's like people had like 2-3 pairs. You seen like 1 or 2 people wearing them there. So they ain't. I always hate when you get like a shoe, an unreleased shoe or a nice shoe, and you don't be fresh.
Really drip. Put
like,
the drip with
it
it
on.
Yeah. Like you don't do it no justice.
Yeah, like man, take them shits off, bro. So.
College football is back starting Saturday. Florida State versus Georgia Tech in Dublin, Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
My baby got a game. I told him, listen, you got to be there at 7:30 in the morning. We're going to drop you off. I'm going to be late. I got to catch a little bit of this game. We're going to support you, son. I got to catch a little bit of this game. And then next Thursday, as we're potting, we will be watching Coach Prime and North Dakota State. And they whoop their ass.
Mm-hmm.
See you Buffs.
Oh yeah, that game at noon. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, when you play Dunbar, okay. Yeah. Keep me updated, son. Last one, forget it. Gotta play something for you. This one under the radar, but Coach Sean Payton, he formerly was the coach of the New Orleans Saints and now is the coach of the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
He is the first Jordan Brand athlete coach. And this is how it became.
Coach, you're the only coach with a Jordan Brand deal. You got the concretes on today. Those are
Spike Lee.
How did you get this deal?
The Super Bowl was in Miami, and I had an email about this new golf course that Michael Jordan was opening, Grove 23.
Yep.
And we pull in. Michael was playing with a large group, and he was finishing up. And then he said, I know you wear the Jordan 11 golds. He goes, I'm gonna make you my first Jordan Brand coach. And I was like, that sounds good. And 3 weeks later, like 15 boxes came of just different Jordan
so he followed
shoes.
Through with it.
So the shoes come in, the clothes comes in. I don't ever take it for granted. I'm real appreciative.
That's awesome.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So shout out to Sean Payton. They showed him. My boy be dripped out. This is before he was a Jordan Brand athlete. He'd been dripped out since the Saints, which sparked that. But yeah, man. Do we care about Tyrese on the Breakfast Club? No.
He got emotional.
He
let some out, so I guess it was therapy for him.
It was a great interview. It was a really great interview, and I can't wait to hit his album. It sound fire.
He did just do the national anthem though, like.
So he explained that beard and shit.
Yeah.
So he was like, SoFi Stadium paying me the bag to sing the national anthem. So when they asked me to be on time, Tyrese Gibson will be on time. So he said we left the video shoot for the new song Sunflower he put out. That's where that looking like Teddy Pendergrass shit come from. So he was like, we don't have time to. They said, first off, it took 4 hours to put the beard on and another 3 hours to take it off. So he was like, fuck that. So that outfit, he said that the video is out now, Sunflower, but he said that same outfit he sung that shit in is the same outfit he wore in the video. So it makes sense as to why he was dressed that way to sing it. And then he sung it like Teddy Pendergrass, which made it even.
Like, what's the name? No,
Marvin Gaye, my fault. Not Teddy, Marvin Gaye. Mm-hmm. So it was the whole, he brought it full circle. My man, he shed a thug tear and shit, I feel him on that child support he paying, and they want $20,000 a month for an 8-month-old.
That's crazy.
And they want more money, he said. So anyway, let's get out of here. Close thoughts out. What you got?
Well, it was going to be about the school, but it'll be about school. You know, just watch out for the babies. They're gonna be leaving out early in the morning, so make sure you're not on your phones and stuff like that.
Put an AirTag in your kid bag or some shit.
That too.
Damn, that's an easy way. They might not have a phone, but you can put an AirTag in their bag.
Something. Keep something on and watch out for those babies. I know everybody going to worry about, we always talk about, keeping the kids fresh and worrying about that, but just make sure they have the basic necessities and stuff too, so they can progress in school. And if you need any help, get with me, because I know a lot of babies. So if you need something,
or DM the podcast page, anyone else. Yeah, if you need help with something. So
I know you won't see it till Saturday, but I mean, hey, I'm down to help with anything with the kids. We are, not just me.
Yeah. If you got any kid that's a size 11, I got some shoes.
13, 14.
Yeah, we got shoes. 11, 13, and 14. If you got kids that size and need shoes, we are here to help.
Yeah, get with me.
Or you really in need and you need something, hit us up.
Yep, for sure. So that's it for me.
My closing thought is you become a master of your life when you learn how to control where your emotion goes. Value who you give your energy and time to. And that one is inspired by Nell and a few other things.
So that sounds familiar.
Yeah. On that note, this is Jam Friends Podcast, episode 232.
So any Scat Packs, Hellcats, you want to line that shit up with that performance outside?
Oh, he talk that talk. That black thing with them red calipers on it.
Yeah, man. Don't think that ain't the regular.
Looking good.
It ain't the regular one.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want no smoke though. Fuck that.
All right, man. Again, on that note, episode 232, Jam Friends Podcast featuring Nell. Send a shout out to those that wait in the form, those that water uniform, those that were waiting in the form in the future. Shout out to those that were hang out at the VA all day. Shout out to United States of Baltimore, Zone 18. And the rest of the DMV, and special shout out to PG County. On that note, I'm going to close the podcast off with some PSC. Let's go.
Welcome to the Jam Friends Podcast.